in the brand new map, searching around for every Easter egg and hidden piece of lore I can find. Let's get right into it. So as I'm sure most of you know, Pearl is actually located in the Lisbon Portugal on Omega Earth. This is the first map ever in Valorant to not take place on our Earth, as the setting is on Omega Earth. Pearl is a beautiful map that is quite literally one mistake away from complete disaster. You see, Omega Earth, for whatever reason, it's still unclear why, has been devastated by environmental disasters. It's most likely due to problems or misuse with Radiant, or it could be problems with reality and multiverse in Valorant. After all, there is a multiverse museum on Pearl. We'll talk much more about this later in the video. The reason why I'm saying this is because obviously the second you step on the map, you notice that it's, well, completely underwater. There is a massive geodome encompassing this portion of the city, literally holding the weight of the ocean above it. This dome we've been talking about was designed and constructed by Kingdom Industries. Kingdom Industries is pretty much just the Omega Earth version of Kingdom Corporation here on Alpha Earth. It's a Radiant infused polycarbonate that is advanced enough to protect the city from these life-destructive disasters like tidal waves, which we saw in the Pearl reveal trailer. Kingdom Industries also has the ability to control pretty much anything you can think of from within the dome's walls. Temperature, atmospheric pressure, oxygen levels, and the weirdest of them all, reality stabilization. Still not so sure what that would mean, but I think it has something to do with the reality of Omega Earth being extremely fragile. I actually found what looks like to be an example of a fragile reality. I'll show you at the end of the video. Here is the multiverse museum I was talking about earlier. Inside of it is a very confusing timeline within the museum that might be hard to understand, and frankly, I even struggle with it, so I may need you guys to help me. Okay, so if we take a look at this timeline, I think we'll pretty much read the right. You see these numbers at the bottom. If we start reading it from left to right, what I believe is happening here is we see the Kingdom Industries big building. This looks like the Kingdom Industries logo, like the same thing that we see over on Kingdom Corporation on the map split on Alpha Earth. Then over here, it looks like that, like the internet symbol. I don't know why. It just looked like, to me, it's really hard to read what it says down here. And trust me, guys, I really am trying with this. But I believe this is like internet, if I'm not mistaken, or like global, like World Wide Web or something. And then we have the sun. And then over here, it looks like a lightning strike is hitting a planet or something with a halo on it. But I think that this is the first to light. So it looks like the same events are happening on Omega Earth that it did on Alpha Earth, where, you know, you got Kingdom, you got, I guess, internet, I don't know, like normal civilization, and then you have the first light. And that's when things start getting really strange. So if we go over to number 4 over here, we get this symbol. Now, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't this kind of look like the Radiant symbol for the rank in Valorant? It kind of does to me. Either that, I really don't know what the symbol is. I'm pretty sure it stands for like Radiant, right? Like Radiant. I don't know. Moving on. Here at number 5, we have Radiant Knight. So this is what it looks like when, you know, Radiant Knight is found on Earth. We actually have a symbol, like, you know, example of it right here. Radiant Knight does look exactly like that. So I think this is where Radiant Knight or Radiant started coming on Earth, and this is when the Kingdom Corporation, or I guess Omega Earth, the Kingdom Industries, figured out how to manufacture it. Because then we can see right next to it at number 6, we see that it looks like the Radiant Knight is being powered. This looks like a battery and it's being charged up. It looks like that Radiant Knight is now being used as energy. So it looks like that this is when the Valorant Legion was started, probably to help control Rogue Radiance, just like on Alpha Earth. That's why the reason why the Valorant Protocol was founded. And then we move on to this. I think this is when the Valorant Legion or the Kingdom Industries started realizing that there are multiple realities. That's the only way I can think of it. It's obviously two Earths and a division, like a mirror, if you will. So I think in the timeline, after they discovered how to manufacture and, you know, harness Radiant, this is when they discovered about multiple realities. And then we move over to what I like to call the discovery area in the timeline. So this is what looks like to be the pioneers of a teleporter and the Atlas organization. I'm going to talk all about it because this is the Atlas symbol right here. Now stay tuned for later in the video. I'm going to talk all about the Atlas organization and how important they are and how we first started seeing them in the Valorant timeline. But all you need to know for now is that this is the Atlas symbol, and then this is like teleporters being used by Atlas people. So as you can see, this suit right here, we can actually see on display right here. We're going to